Hi and welcome to another episode of ReaperTV. In today's video we're going to be having a first look at the latest EZ Drummer 2 EZX Expansion Pack from Toontrack, and that's the Dream Pop Expansion Pack. Now, looking at the interface, you can see we've got quite a different look to it, and we've got a really interesting interface with some really quite cool sounds. So even if you're not into that sort of 80s pop kind of retro feel, I still think there's some sounds here that could really open up your creativity in different genres of music. So let's take a look at the interface, let's take a listen to some of the sounds, and let's get a general feel for what this new EZX from Toontracks is all about. So what exactly is the Dream Pop EZX? It's not really a traditional drum kit, it's more of a mashup between an acoustic drum kit, an electronic drum kit, and some really ethereal sound effects. And they can really be used to add extra textures to the audio that you're creating. Now there's various different reasons you might want to do this. You might want to add some extra color into it. You might want to create a more sort of cinematic sound effect. Whole range of different things. And the quality of the sounds is very, very good. So what you could easily do with something like this is use it in conjunction with a typical drum kit. You could use it to create an electronic sort of EDM type drum beat, or you could use it to create some really crazy sounds in your audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo some of the sounds on here. I'm going to show you some of the kits, some of the MIDI files that come with it, so you can use the basis for creating your audio, and just give you an overview of what it can do for you as a musician. So one of the things I really like about this is the overall interface. It's nice to see that Toontrack have got away from the typical drum kit and they've gone into something a little bit more creative and something that's a bit of fun to play with. As you can see, the entire interface has a range of pads on the wall, your typical electronic drum pads on the floor, but you've also got some crazy different items. Say for example, you've got this little sort of tube where you've got some dead twigs in there, should we say. That's actually a piece of audio as well, so you can click on that and get some sound effects from it. The same goes for the chair. Even the desk that you have on the side where you've got all the sort of interface elements there, you can click on that and that'll make sounds as well. So it's quite a creative looking interface with a lot of scope for having some fun with it. Now obviously this is more a case of it's good fun to click on and click around and see what you have on there, as opposed to using it as something to play. But I like it, I think it's pretty cool. So we have your typical interface that we can work with, so we can change any of these elements. We can click on any particular drum or component of the interface that actually creates sound, and we can then change it to something else. Now obviously we could easily customize this and pull in other EZX samples, so if we wanted to take it from a different drum kit, we could pull that in and create a completely customized drum kit. But just using the Dream Pop setup is a good bit of fun. So you can see we have quite a few different options in there, and as always we can do things like we can change the pitch, we can change the volume, we can really get creative with that. And so you can see we have that sort of EDM kind of effect. We also have the pedal board, which has a range of really cool sort of effects on it. So it's a good bit of fun. If we go to the top, you can see we have a whole range of pre-designed presets, so 29 in total. So if we click on there and go to Dream Pop, we've got a whole range of different things on there. So let's just say, let's go to the Jesus, and some really quite cool sound effects. Now, we've also got a pile of MIDI that we can use on this. So if we go over to the browser, for example, you can see that we've got the EZX Dream Pop, and in there we've got a whole range of different styles, all laid out into 29 different groupings that we've got that match up to the different presets. We can go through any of those, and you can see we've got variations all at different tempos. And obviously we can choose to preview the original tempo, or we can use it our track tempo or our project tempo. A whole range of different things in there. So let's have a listen to a couple of those and see what they give us, where they start to utilize more elements of the kit than I can sort of achieve just by clicking on them. So as you can see, there's quite a few different MIDI beats in there, some grooves. We've got some quite crazy sound effects, and you can see we can add some extra things in there and just choosing the different type of preset and then actually calling up the different MIDI sequence. You can see exactly what was intended, and it's very quick and easy then to switch between the different tempos using the original tempo, or actually just using it with the project tempo. So quite a bit of fun. So like I say, this really does give you something a little different to what you're used to from the typical Toontrack EZX drum library. I know for me, it's one of those things that I didn't think I would actually have any real use for it, but listening to the sounds on there, I already started to get some creative ideas that I really wouldn't have come up with without having something like this at my disposal. So I'd say if you are looking for something that really wants to expand the soundscape to what you're usually working with, or you just fancy something that's a bit of fun, I'd say pick it up, give it a try, see what you think of it. I think it's going to really open up some creative ideas for you as a musician. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all the new content we add every single week. If you have any comments, questions, or any feedback on this video or anything else on the channel, please pop those in the comment section below. And until next time, happy mixing.